حتى إذا بلغ مغرب الشمس وجدها تغرب في عين حمئة ووجد عندها قوما قلنا يا ذا القرنين إما أن تعذب وإما أن تتخذ فيهم حسنا.
Until when he reached the very limits where the sun sets, he saw it setting in dark turbid waters, and nearby he met a people. We said, O Dhul Qarnain, you have the power to punish or to treat them with kindness.
قال أما من ظلم فسوف نعذبه ثم يرد إلى ربه فيعذبه عذابا نكرا.
He said, we will chastise him who does wrong, whereafter he will be returned to his Lord, and he will chastise him grievously.
وَأَمَّا مَنْ آمَنَ وَعَمِلَ صَالِحًا فَلَهُ جَزَاءً الْحُسْنَى وَسَنَقُولُ لَهُ مِنْ أَمْرِنَا يُسْرًا.
But as for him who believes and acts righteously, his will be a goodly reward, and we shall enjoin upon him only mild commands.
ثم أتبع سببا.
Then he set out on another expedition.
حتى إذا بلغ مطلع الشمس وجدها تطلع على قوم لم نجعل لهم من دونها سترا.
Until he reached the limit where the sun rises, and he found it rising on a people whom we had provided no shelter from it.
كذلك وقد أحطنا بما لديه خبرا.
Thus was the state of those people, and we encompassed in knowledge all concerning Dhul Qarnain.
ثم أتبع سببا.
Then he set out on another expedition.
حتى إذا بلغ بين السدين وجد من دونهما قوما لا يكادون يفقهون قولا.
Until when he reached a place between the two mountains, he found beside the mountains a people who scarcely understood anything.
قالوا يا ذا القرنين إن يأجوج ومأجوج مفسدون في الأرض فهل نجعل لك خرجا على أن تجعل بيننا وبينهم سدا.
They said, O Dhul Qarnain, Gog and Magog are spreading corruption in this land, so shall we pay you taxes on the understanding that you will set up a barrier between us and them.
قال ما مكنني فيه ربي خير فأعينوني بقوة أجعل بينكم وبينهم ردما.
He answered, whatever my Lord has granted me is good enough, but help me with your labor, and I will erect a rampart between you and them.
آتوني زبر الحديد حتى إذا ساوى بين الصدفين قال انفخوا حتى إذا جعله نارا قال آتوني أفرغ عليه قطرا.
Bring me ingots of iron. Then after he had filled up the space between the two mountain sides, he said, light a fire and ply bellows. When he had made it red like fire, he said, bring me molten copper, which I may pour on it.
فما استطاعوا أن يظهروه وما استطاعوا له نقبا.
Such was the rampart that Gog and Magog could not scale, nor could they pierce it.
قال هذا رحمة من ربي فإذا جاء وعد ربي جعله دكاء وكان وعد ربي حقا.
Dhul-Qarnain said, This is a mercy from my Lord, but when the time of my Lord's promise shall come, He will level the rampart with the ground. My Lord's promise always comes true.
وتركنا بعضهم يومئذ يموج في بعض ونفخ في الصور فجمعناهم جمعا.
And on that day we shall let some of them surge like waves against others, and the trumpet shall be blown. Then we shall gather them all together.
وعرضنا جهنم يومئذ للكافرين عرضا.
That will be the day we shall place hell before the unbelievers.
الذين كانت أعينهم في غطاء عن ذكري وكانوا لا يستطيعون سمعا.
Whose eyes had become blind against my admonition, and who were utterly disinclined to hear it.
أفحسب الذين كفروا أن يتخذوا عبادي من دوني أولياء إنا أعتدنا جهنم للكافرين نزلا.
Do the unbelievers then believe that they can take any of my creatures as their guardians beside me? Verily, we have prepared hell to welcome the unbelievers.
قل هل ننبئكم بالأخسرين أعمالا.
Say, O Muhammad, shall we tell you who will be the greatest losers in respect of their works?
الذين ضل سعيهم في الحياة الدنيا وهم يحسبون أنهم يحسنون صنعا.
It will be those whose effort went astray in the life of the world and who believe nevertheless that they are doing good.
أولئك الذين كفروا بآيات ربهم ولقائه فحبطت أعمالهم فلا نقيم لهم يوم القيامة وزنا.
Those are the ones who refuse to believe in the revelations of their Lord and that they are bound to meet Him. Hence, all their deeds have come to naught, and we shall assign no weight to them on the day of resurrection.
ذلك جزاؤهم جهنم بما كفروا واتخذوا آياتي ورسلي هزوا.
Hell is their recompense for disbelieving, and their taking my revelations and my messengers as objects of jest.
إن الذين آمنوا وعملوا الصالحات كانت لهم جنات الفردوس نزلا.
As for those who believe and do good works, the gardens of paradise shall be there to welcome them.
خالدين فيها لا يبغون عنها حولا.
There they will abide forever, with no desire to be removed from there.
قل لو كان البحر مدادا لكلمات ربي لنفد البحر قبل أن تنفد كلمات ربي ولو جئنا بمثله مددا.
Say, if the sea were to become ink to record the words of my Lord, indeed, the sea would be all used up before the words of my Lord are exhausted, and it would be the same even if we were to bring an equal amount of ink.
قل إنما أنا بشر مثلكم يوحى إلي أنما إلهكم إله واحد فمن كان يرجو لقاء ربه فليعمل عملا صالحا ولا يشرك بعبادة ربه أحدا.
Say, O Muhammad, I am no more than a human being like you, one to whom revelation is made. Your Lord is the one and only God. Hence, whoever looks forward to meet his Lord, let him do righteous works, and let him associate none with the worship of his Lord.